Amor y Soul
Podcast.
We're back.
We're on iTunes.
Yes, officially we are on iTunes. Make sure you go search iTunes, look for Amor y Soul. I believe I named it Amor y Soul Podcast, but it should come up under Amor y Soul.
Yep.
And we're officially on podcast. I did that this week. We're also on SoundCloud and on YouTube. So you should be listening on those platforms right now.
Yeah, any of them will work. You can subscribe on iTunes and then you'll have every episode every week because we are recording weekly now.
Yes, we're trying to.
No, we're doing it.
Yes, we're doing it. That's for sure.
This is week number 3
Yep.
in a row.
Yes, and we're trying to be as consistent as possible. Just a heads up, we are not drinking today. This is a sober show.
Oh, yeah, sober.
We have to do
Sober
things
podcast.
tomorrow.
Yep.
So we have to be adults and shit like that. So this is yours truly. Sorry for coughing in your guys' ear.
Seriously.
This is yours truly, DeMarcus Mitchell.
And Erica.
And Erica Lopez is the co-host.
Well, I was just trying to leave it at Erica, but okay.
Okay, my bad.
Actually, you know what? You can probably, it's fine. There are a lot of Erica Lopez's out there, so.
Yeah, that's right. It's like
Why I always get tagged whenever I'm returning into the country through
TSA?
not TSA, through
Global entry?
what is it called? Customs, through customs.
Okay.
Or border security or whatever.
Yeah, it's always weird.
I always get an X on my ticket.
Even though you have TSA pre-check and you have
global entry. Yeah.
Even though you have that, you still get an X. You had the X last time.
Yes, yeah. Like, so global entry, they like, anyways, it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
There are a lot of Lopez's out there. That's all I'm going to say.
Excuse me if I cough. Something got cookie crumb in my stuck in my
cookie
throat.
crumb. A vegan cookie crumb?
A vegan cookie crumb, which is easy to make because
You're welcome.
Thank you so much. Erica made some vegan cookie crumbs or cookies the other day, and cookies isn't anything but sugar and flour.
Yeah, they're not healthy.
Yeah,
They just don't have butter or eggs.
Yeah.
Instead, they have a lot of coconut oil.
Basically, so
They're not healthy cookies.
yeah, you just don't get the heartburn after eating them, but you still get like a high sugar rush. And
You do. There's a
still
lot
feel-
of sugar in those.
You feel like you're in a coma.
I'm done. Like, I've been snacking on those cookies, and I'm done. I cannot have another cookie.
We only have one more left. So
Well, you can have it.
all right, cool. Thank you. All right, so let's stop rambling and get straight to the subjects. Get to the topics. So first and foremost, let's talk about Hurricane Harvey.
Every time you say that, I think you're going to say Hurricane Harbor.
No, that's just insensitive.
No, it's because of how you say it. But yeah, Hurricane Harvey,
Yes.
aftermath, we're probably like
A week
about
out?
10 days out.
Yeah.
10 days out from the serious events of Hurricane Harvey. And, us being so close to Houston, I think it might be fading out of some news stories further away. But here in Texas, it's still a top news story.
You still, because I know a few people,
Yeah.
or at least on my Facebook,
Yeah.
there's some people who are Houston-based.
Yes,
Who
exactly.
live in Houston, and you actually can see them going through it.
Yeah, I see a lot
And-
of people now going back to their houses and
Yeah.
friends of friends who literally their house is still underwater.
Yeah.
So it's kind of different. I think if you have a lot of connections in Texas, you are seeing those things on Facebook and on social media.
That's for sure.
Whereas if you don't see those first person accounts, I guess.
Well, it's kind of crazy because what made me think, what I thought about is, I guess, the person that I kind of know that was at least in the area was your sister was
Right.
used to live in Houston, but now she moved up here.
You're right.
And which is kind of crazy. Like, oh man, like thank God she
If
moved.
yeah, exactly.
In a good enough time before
Yeah.
this type of thing happened.
Yeah, I thought about that too.
So that's pretty cool. I mean,
Yeah.
that's good.
Yeah.
But still, there's much love and much respect to everybody down there, and hopefully, you guys are receiving the help that you need. I know a lot of people are very skeptical of Red Cross because they have some shady past actions, like for instance, them supposedly donating or helping, or they were supposed to help Haiti,
All right.
and they received a lot of money to help Haiti, but they never really helped Haiti.
Yeah, that was very controversial. But
Yeah.
I will say, I think, there are lots of other organizations.
Yeah.
And it's not only the Red Cross, so I wouldn't really say that is like an impediment to like give.
Yeah, for sure.
And to support. There's so many other organizations and even actually lots of churches that are really, stepping up. At least what I have seen on Facebook. Honestly, it is on Facebook that I have seen it, not like personally. But it seems like there are also a lot of faith-based organizations that are really, taking this as a mission to really help the community.
Yeah, if I were anybody who wanted to give, I would definitely check out this artist by the name of Bun B, who is a part of UGK, a profound historical. I'm not sure how much praise I can really give this guy and him being associated with this group, but he's a guy who is currently helping out with the efforts.
Can you say his name again?
Bun B.
Bun B. Okay.
He's a rapper. All right. And him and his wife, they're helping out in the not only Houston but also in Port Arthur, which is where he's from.
Cool.
And he basically is a famed rapper, and if you know him, you know him. If you don't, then you should know him. But I would go to his social media pages to figure out who to help, because he's a guy. If you ever see any of his interviews or just listen to his music, he's a very genuine guy who loves to give back. And the thing is, he with his music, or at least in the past, of course, he did like gangster rap music, or people would call it gangster rap music, but he wouldn't just tell the good side, he would also tell the bad side, like the fact that, all right, if you live this life, you will eventually go to jail or get killed. So that's what made him different from all the other rappers.
Yeah, he's genuine.
But yeah, and that's actually, he teaches at Rice, or
oh really?
Yeah, he teaches at Rice. I'm not sure if he's still doing it, but he at least used to do it.
Oh
but
wow!
I think he's still doing it.
Okay,
for sure. So he's a pretty knowledgeable guy, pretty smart guy. And if I were to want to kind of give to an organization, I would kind of go through him, and also another rapper by the name of Trader Truth. He's known to be a person who helps Houston. And actually I think he has a actual event called Trade Day, where he kind of gather resources and give back to kids who are about to go to school.
Oh, okay, cool.
Like backpacks and stuff like that. So, yeah.
You could also look up Joel Osteen if you want to give somewhere.
Joel Osteen has been exposed.
Roasted.
Exposed.
The entire week.
So, like, okay, this is good because, like, I think we're both skeptical people.
Yes. Who's more skeptical?
Me.
Yes.
I think everything is suspicious.
But we're both pretty skeptical.
Yes. I ask why. I want to look behind the scenes to kind of figure out why is this happening, or what's really going on. What's the point? What are you trying to get across? But to get back to the subject of Joel Osteen, of course, I've been skeptical of that guy.
Yeah. Speaking of authentic, I never get those vibes from him.
Yeah, he's like, hey, just the way he talk, he kind of just he just seems shady.
Yes, very scripted.
The Lord is the Lord, and the Lord will be glory in the glow of the glow.
Yeah, that's kind of what it sounds like.
And life,
like, what are you saying?
When life give you apples, you make apple sauce. You make apple pie.
Yeah.
Because the Lord is the Lord, and the Lord is the Lord. And the terrible thing is the fact that people will... This is the corny thing. I know a lot of people are going to do this. Corny-ass people are going to do this. They're going to use this situation with Joel Osteen. They're going to be like, see, that's why I don't believe in religion and God and da-da-da-da. No. I'm like, no. I'm up here about to go on a rant. I ain't going to go on a rant. That's how you know. When I start stuttering, I'm about to go on a rant. Like, nah, buddy, that's man bullshit.
Yeah.
If you put your faith in man, you fucked up. I'm not gonna say excuse my language, but excuse my language. You fucked up. If you put your faith in man like that, where this guy, you put this guy on the pedestal, and he's supposed to be a man of a God and doing good for others, and they let you down, like
yeah, you need to check where your confidence is.
Yeah, do you believe in God or do you believe in man?
Right.
And you can decipher that your way. So,
that to say, it was a controversial situation for him. And now
media.
it's been kind of like a PR situation. I feel
Yeah.
that they're definitely like all over like national news trying to rectify the PR issue, that's what I think it is. It's
Yeah.
a PR problem.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's not anything deeper than that. It's strictly PR. Numbers have to stay up. Ratings have to stay up. Books have to be sold.
For
okay,
sure.
so
I fully think that this won't really hurt Joel Osteen.
No, I don't think so either.
Because people are so microwave nowadays.
yeah,
like,
they drank
3
the
days,
juice.
They'll get mad for 3 days and then be like, you know what, Joel Osteen? Well, give me that God milk in my face.
Whoa. Oh my gosh. Okay, we'll get back to that later.
I promise you're not drinking.
No, really, nothing.
That was just me. That's but I'm saying that how people kind of look up to Joel Osteen is kind of sickening.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know.
So
That's just me personally. That my views reflect my views and none of Erica Lopez. There we go.
Okay.
That disclaimer. That's good.
I mean, that's fine. I agree. I mean,
okay.
it's a very cultish thing for me.
Yeah.
I don't know if other people feel different.
Yeah.
I'm sure we could discuss it further.
Okay, you're right.
However,
you're right. Let's move on to the. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So also Hurricane Harvey.
Hurricane Harbor. It's because how you say hurricane, you say hurricane.
Hurricane Harvey has affected the Dallas area as well. Well, at least the Cowboys in the Texans were supposed to play at Cowboy Stadium, but they canceled
the game. Originally, it was going to be in Houston. They rescheduled to Dallas.
Oh, okay. I did not know that.
Yep. So the game was still on. They rescheduled it to be in Dallas. My sister and I were going to go because you could get $25 tickets. All the proceeds were going to relief efforts. And
okay.
Yeah, like all the proceeds from all the tickets.
Okay.
And then the game got officially canceled.
Yes.
So that the Houston Texans players could return home if they needed to and, be with their families and they wouldn't have to be away.
And that was nice of the NFL, I could say that.
That's true.
And you did give me the option to go.
Yep, I asked if you wanted to join.
And initially I was like, yeah, you know what, that would be cool. But then I thought about, of course, Colin Kaepernick and what he's standing for, which is what people are really negating, or they're not really trying to bring that issue to light. They kind of make it what Colin Kaepernick's protest. They try to make it seem like he's going against the flag or going against not the flag, but only disrespecting the national anthem. But his whole reason why he was doing it is to bring like the issue of police brutality, is in which they have really swept under the rug, and they really changed the narrative or the debate to be centered more so on
the flag
and the national anthem.
Yes.
And that's how the media really does. Like, that's how the media do. They take your mission or whatever, and they switch the narrative. Oh, not, I don't want to say the media, but that's how the system works.
Because if, in order for something to be a hot topic in the media, it has to be controversial. It has to be, attention grabbing quickly.
Yeah.
And that is a quick way to grab, readers' attention.
And especially in America, because everybody's supposed to be super patriotic and pro-flag, pro-anthem.
Yeah, and it seemed like, I honestly don't know too much about the situation, but it seemed like Colin Kaepernick was really using that as a conduit kind of to get to his point. Like, he was using his stance in, taking a knee in order to get a platform for this other conversation.
Yeah.
Not taking a knee just to take a knee to talk about the flag or the national anthem. So it's kind of got hijacked a little bit.
Yeah, because he brought up a very controversial issue. And it shouldn't be any type of controversy around police brutality. Police brutality should stop. It should end. This shit has been going on since the history.
Yeah.
The crazy thing is like the fact that in LA, I went to a gallery that featured pictures from the civil rights era, or the civil rights marches and stuff like that. And in the picture, you'll see people holding up signs talking about ending police brutality.
Yeah.
the same signs that you will see today.
50 years ago.
50 years ago.
Same.
And police brutality.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
The same shit.
Yeah.
So, a lot of people try to act like it's a new thing, but no, this stuff has been going on, and it should end. And it is a serious problem, but the thing is, most of America don't really care. They don't care about that, and I'm aware of that, and I understand that. And the thing is, for the media, the American media, to switch the narrative to be, oh, he's disrespecting the flag or he's disrespecting the anthem, instead of actually talking about the issue at hand, which is police brutality, shows that the media is complicit with what's going on. And so, with all that said and all that to say, that although I was interested in going, I'm like, nah, this is too much. Like, Colin Kaepernick is standing up for a righteous cause, and I had to partner up and not really associate myself with any type of industry, NFL. In this particular instance, like, I don't even have the stomach to even watch a game. I haven't watched any type of game this season.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask you too.
Like, it's like I feel like a lame if I end up watching the game. Like, this is sick. Like, how they kind of, what makes it worse is the fact that, I'm not jumping, but what makes it worse is the fact that they actually have coaches and other people within the NFL speaking up
right
against Colin Kaepernick purposely to be like, oh, well, we shouldn't disrespect the anthem or the flag and stuff like that, when they know that's not the point that he was trying to make.
Right.
And so with all that, with the NFL, I'm like, okay, NFL, I'm good.
But under the, it seems kind of controlling,
Yes.
is that there's a lot of money involved, and, the coaches and other players can be controlled, by this huge organization that they're linked to.
Yeah.
This is a powerful organization. Well, it's not just football, So I don't know. I feel like it is a very controlling type of situation.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Like, there's a book that's out called, I think it's called The $40 Million Slave, which is basically trying to show the similarities between, like, these NFL players or these athletes being like slaves. And a lot of people will say, all right, well, what are you talking about? These guys are getting paid millions and billions. Like, I'm like, if you think about it, slaves were given resources too. It's just the fact that people nowadays are given a choice as to what they can spend or get. What the resources is money, and they have the choice to, I guess, to spend it on food, house, cars, trinkets, stuff like that. But back then, in slavery times, of course, they were just given food and shelter, and I guess enough to be able to work day to day. It's like slaves were given resources as well, and just because of the resource changed, instead of like food and shelter given to them by the master, it's money. Doesn't mean that all right, this is not slavery. Because, like, the fact that they aren't able to stand up for causes, righteous causes, and they get condemned or really blackballed, like Colin Kaepernick is really being blackballed. The fact that just because he's speaking up and speaking out against the establishment, that he's getting blackballed seems kind of, shady and like they almost whooping him like a slave type of shit. So, to me, that's my viewpoint. And the thing is, as you guys should know, I'm a very conscious guy. If you don't know, now you know. So that's what it appears to me.
I'm not sure if there are, some type of like a code of conduct or something. I'm not really sure what the details are of the NFL code of conduct.
Yeah.
If maybe that is a part of their contract I don't think it is a part of their contract,
No.
but somewhere in there, like that they do have to abide by certain standards and that they do have to follow, I'm sure that there is a vague statement in there, that they can use legally to say, well, you're not, putting up your part of the deal.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a very vague statement
for sure.
that says something about,
Yeah, and this question I'll pose to everybody. If Colin Kaepernick was taking the knee for breast cancer, would this all go down like this? Would it be like this right now? If Colin Kaepernick, instead of saying police brutality, I'm taking a knee for breast cancer. And I actually got this from comedian Corey Holcomb. He said this, which was pretty dope. A good way to think about it. If he kneeled for breast cancer, would all this be happening? Actually, it wasn't Corey Holcomb. It was Zoe Williams, I think.
Oh, okay.
And the answer will be obvious. No. Everybody like, okay, yeah, let's wear pink. No.
Right.
So,
right.
That's that. I don't want to kill. We don't want to kill the subject too much. But.
So you took a stance on that.
Yeah.
And we ended up not going to the game anyways because it was canceled.
Yeah. You told me it was canceled, and I text back, look at God.
Yeah.
But I was cool with that.
So, in further effects of Hurricane Harvey,
yes,
the way that it affected Dallas this last week, was with a major gas shortage.
Allegedly.
A self-induced gas shortage.
Yes,
I said it.
For sure. Thank you. So, all right, let's paint the picture as to how we became aware of the gas shortage. It was that night we went out for drinks at this brewery.
Yep.
What night was it?
Wednesday night. Yep, Wednesday night.
Okay.
We were just hanging out with some friends.
Yeah, because
having some brewskis.
Yeah, and we were playing some card game, which was actually pretty cool, pretty fun. I can't remember the name of the game.
Apples to apples. Yep.
Yeah.
And I think texts just kind of started coming in.
Like,
I was on a group text with my girls, and they were like, "Hey, go get gas. I can't find gas anywhere. I went to 3 gas stations." I'm like, "What?"
Yeah.
Literally, this was the first thing I heard of it, and I'm like, "What?" Okay, let me look on Facebook. Sure enough, I start seeing a few people on Facebook talk about it.
I think that's when the media. I think I'm not sure if the media started at that point, but I do remember seeing pictures later that people saying, 11 o'clock last night, people getting gas. Like so the word was getting out.
Word was getting out so much so that everybody was kind of like, "Oh, go fill up on your way home Wednesday night." And I was like, I don't know. Like, I have 3/4 of a tank. I don't really need to go that many places. It's not like I was having to drive to work or anything.
True.
Like, I was working from home the next couple of days. So I was like, I don't think it's really that serious. But of course, I'm a very curious person.
Curious George.
Very curious, okay? I will drive by places just to see what's going on. Mm-hmm. I sure will.
Okay.
So I didn't need to get gas, but I'm like, on my way home, I'm just going to drive by, the gas station just to see what's going on. And sure enough, it was kind of full for 11 p.m.
We talking about like when?
Wednesday night, because we had separate cars.
Oh, yeah. Because you drove by first. And you drove by because I stopped by.
To get food for us.
At Raising Cane.
Yeah.
Late night.
Late night stop.
After the beers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then I stopped at the gas station. It was kind of full for definitely 11 p.m. on a Wednesday.
Okay. I didn't keep it.
As I was even circling the parking lot, even more people started getting there.
Oh, okay.
Like, you could tell, like, more and more people were getting there. And I was like, oh, my gosh. I'm like, well, I'm not about to wait right now. Like, I'm trying to go home.
Yeah.
So I just went home.
It's too late for you to be out there like that.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
It's like lots of people there, but okay.
Okay, yeah, you never know. These creepies
independent
nowadays.
woman. Okay.
Go ahead.
So, anyways, by the morning,
it was out.
Word was out
for sure. And what happened? I think so. I was at work the next day. So next day was Thursday.
You drove to work.
And then
during lunch.
And so I had like a late lunch because I came in late to work, and
because we went out drinking and we had Raising Cane's.
Yeah, for sure. And what happened? I think you were texting me about it, and I'm like, okay, well, we'll see. And so I went out, and I got some. What did I get? I got some food. It doesn't matter. I got some food. And I decided to just start looking at the gas stations, and then sure enough, I'm seeing gas stations full, or some gas stations like empty, like because they ran out of gas. Obviously.
Right, they were running out of gas.
Yeah, I thought like, shoot, maybe I should fill up gas. So like, well, I'm trying to be smart about it, just trying to find little gas stations in the cut where it's like not high traffic. I can just find it, and like even those spots were like booked, or not booked, but like packed, and so. I ended up finding this little gas station that's like off the road, like off the highway, but people can't really get to it because you have to actually exit the highway, or like the bridge that leads to that street is closed, like overpass.
Okay.
If you can envision that.
It was out of the way.
It's out the way.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yep.
That's the point. And so I actually was able to gas up, even though I wasn't really freaking out about it. But
But I wasn't at that same time. We were both kind of out and about.
yeah,
We were texting each other. I was out running errands to Target. I drove across the city to go to a different Target to get a better deal.
Yeah, Erica drove to Greenville,
No,
Texas.
I didn't.
And drove back like, what gas crisis? God damn.
No, I was doing some Target runs.
Yeah, Target. What's up, Target?
Sure did go to a different Target so I could get, a clearance item.
Oh, yeah.
And
shout out to clearance, man. Shout out to let's do a pause break for the clearance. For the grill we got that
clearance items at Target.
They just put together the other day, and that grill is fire.
Yep.
Ooh, I'm going to do a flatbread on that mud this week. It's going to be so fire. That's such a fire. That Weber.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
We found some good clearance deals.
Good deals.
This week.
Good. Killed it. Thank you. Salute.
You're welcome.
Salute.
De nada.
Yeah.
So, in the middle of all that, I tried to get gas, and I was like, oh, look, that looks kind of empty.
Yeah.
So I'm like, let me go to the Walmart gas station. The reason it was empty is because they only had diesel. They were totally out.
Only for people who got Jettas and 18-wheelers.
Yeah, so what else? So by Friday, it still wasn't over, right? By Friday, people were still buying gas, but then...
I do want... Okay, well, all right. So after I got my gas, I went back to work.
Oh, yes.
And then I see an email from my team lead saying, basically, people can telework on Friday.
Work from home
on Friday because of the gas shortage. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Are you serious? I'm like, whoa. Like, wow, this is crazy.
Only because
I'm like, it's not.
we were very skeptical at this point because
go ahead.
Because there wasn't like an official announcement that certain oil companies were shut down.
Yeah.
That certain, like Houston does have a lot of oil and gas companies, but there wasn't like an official notification. Like, don't you think we would have known 7 days prior?
Yeah.
Whenever the hurricane actually hit, whenever everything was really flooded. This is now 7 or 8 days later. Why is this hitting now? Wouldn't things have shut down from the beginning?
I would think that too. And it was like throughout the whole process, I was like, I think while we were kind of like trying to figure out what was going on, I think we kind of came to the conclusion that more than likely, the reason why there was a gas shortage is because everybody at one time decided to get gas.
I think that is now confirmed.
Yes, confirmed that.
There was never a gas shortage.
Yeah, we thought that, and like, you know what? No, it's because everybody getting gas
at the same time.
And which is disrupting the normal flow of gas, I guess.
Supply and demand. There's a natural flow to any commodity. Yeah. Groceries can not predict, they can kind of know how many bananas to order, how many, whatever, like any commodity. If it's if it's a regular commodity, you can kind of predict how much you're going to need.
Exactly.
And gas is very much like that. Like there's hardly any real major events that will affect how much gas you need.
Yeah.
And so there's a normal flow to the supply and demand. And what happened is people disrupted that flow because all of a sudden there was a huge demand.
Oh, tell the story about how the lady at the store. Okay. Yeah.
So I was at the store and the cashier, small talk. Oh, so did you fill up on gas? No, I didn't, I still have half a tank after my Target runs.
Yeah.
So she said, oh, it's crazy. My 80-year-old parents called me at 6 a.m. Come fill up our cars. Come fill up our gas tanks. And she's like, oh my gosh, like they don't even drive anywhere.
See, it's shit like that.
Like they don't even drive. They're 80 years old.
Yeah.
They don't drive more than like a mile to the grocery store. That's the only place they go. And they were at 3/4 full. Both of their tanks, but they still went to go fill up.
Exactly. And so that stuff like that is the reason why, well, it's been confirmed now. That's the reason why there was a gas shortage and it wasn't really a gas shortage because of Hurricane Harvey. And so, but it's like still, it was like almost like being in the Matrix or being outside the Matrix, or being within the Matrix and you're Neo and you can see everything or how people are reacting to it. Like, oh man, look at, because it's just so fascinating to me how I want to say groupthink
Yes.
works. Like there's a word that gets out. Then you watch people react to it, and then like, wait, nobody's gonna actually question. Nobody's gonna actually do research to see if there really is a shortage or not, or people are not gonna. They kind of just react without even doing research. It's almost fascinating.
But it's crazy, I guess, too, because whenever you do see, like, okay, how do I say this? Like, people really did see gas stations running out.
Yeah.
You know? But the thing is, when something happens, you have to question why it's happening.
Exactly.
And I think that's what people didn't really take to that step. They didn't take it to that level because, of course, like, you're driving by, you see all these gas stations with lines and lines and lines, and you see other ones that are shut down. Well, of course, people just driving by are going to be like, oh, shit, there's no gas.
And people just get in line like, oh, shoot, let me wait 20 minutes. I'm like, wow.
I almost did. I almost got sucked in to do it because I was like, well, I guess better safe than sorry. I don't know. You see everybody, you know, and it's just kind of like, but then I never did. And
everything's normal now.
I'm still on that same tank of gas.
And now everything is normal.
Everything is pretty much back to normal, except for probably the prices.
Yeah.
I think the prices went up some, which actually I would expect the prices of gas to go up after Hurricane Harvey. I don't know why I would just expect that, but it was an interesting little, I would call it a social experiment that we witnessed.
Yeah. It was fascinating. I was just watching people like, wow, okay.
It really was, I think, fueled by social media. But the question is, how does that start?
This is my theory. So I think a few people went to gas stations and they reported that, they reported that these gas stations were empty. And then that started to spread like, oh, I went to this and this. You better fill up because the gas station is empty. And most people would just associate the Hurricane Harvey.
Told you.
Throw me off. Hurricane Harvey was the issue or the cause because everybody knows everybody knows that Houston is a big oil, gas area. Oh, don't get too tired now.
Sorry.
Big oil and gas centered Mecca supply city. A lot of stuff go down with oil and gas. There you go. And so people will assume like, oh shoot, since Houston is effed up, they can't do anything down there. We're gonna run like basically just assumptions. I mean,
right. I guess that's
and
true.
So and then that just started to spread on Facebook. People share this and that. There you go. News media stories pick up on it. Run the story because it's a good headline.
Right.
Because people are panicking, freaking out. We get it. That's it.
Well, I think the media kind of got checked on something, at some level, because at the beginning they were reporting, oh, look at all these huge lines. Look at all of these gas stations that are out. But then literally 12 hours later, I don't know, within 24 hours, all of a sudden the news stations were saying there's no gas shortage. We're here at the oil and gas specialty office of Dallas or whatever, wherever. I think there's the one central location where all of the gas comes through for Dallas.
Oh, okay.
All the trucks have to go through there. Mm-hmm. And some reporters were there trying to get more information. And they said, we talked to people here and apparently there's no change in their operations for the Dallas area.
Yeah.
And so like from one day to the next, the media flipped the script. So you just have to, I think that's where you have to be mindful of what you're consuming and what you pay attention to.
Yeah.
Both actively and passively.
True. All right. So, I guess let's move on to the, I think let me kill that. But so now what's going on with us? I guess we kind of spoke about the worldly things like the gas crisis and Joel Osteen just ripping people off. What's going on? Allegedly, Joel Osteen will come after us.
Yep. So other things have been going on.
Yeah. What's going
besides
on
that
in your world?
My world. Well, I've been home for. What, like 12 days now?
Okay. Ooh, wow. That's a lot.
I'm usually not home for that long, like that many days in a row. So how is that going?
It's going pretty well. It's excellent. Love having you here.
Uh-huh.
And so much fun. You and Dixie and everything. And so you were able to get some shopping done, some essential shopping.
Yes.
For things. Done this week. So.
Yep.
Any announcements? No. Okay. All right. Okay. Moving on. I guess we shoot. Well, one big news is the fact that I injured myself. Running this past Friday. I'm now just gave a date to the show. My bad. So I'm running. I injured myself, twisting my ankle right before a day, which right before an important day, me having to do a photo shoot. And how, well, I'm not sure what the point of that, me bringing it up, but it hurts like hell.
You're still on the mend. You're recovering.
I'm still recovering. I still got my ankle wrapped.
What? This is day 4?
Day 4.
And you're starting to wobble less.
Yes.
No, you're actually walking pretty normal now.
Yeah, but it's still...
You were still wobbling yesterday.
Still sore, for sure. But thanks to you were able to wrap up my foot on the photo shoot right before the photo shoot started. And so I was able to at least walk around and manage better. And if you don't know, I am a photographer. And so I did some photography work on Saturday night. I'm giving dates, whatever. But so I did like a night shoot. You were there to help, of course. Have a good friend Jeremy there. Shot Alex. I can't remember how to pronounce her last name, so I'm not gonna say it and F myself up. But she's an excellent model, and we killed that shoot. I'll say it was a team effort. Team spotting out good places to shoot and team lighting and stuff like that. So we killed that shoot, and cannot wait to share that work with you guys pretty soon. Other than that, Green Thumb got the plants growing. Started some seedlings and stuff like that. Got
some basil.
Some basil. Got some holy basil going. Got some Thai basil. Some dark opal. Some different stuff like that. So get into
that was just okay. So we're starting to plant some herbs in the garden outside.
Yes.
So eventually we want to have a bigger garden. However, we're starting small right now.
Yeah.
And practicing with the green thumb.
Yeah.
Trying to hone the green thumb.
That's for sure.
And
was able to recover some basil that you got initially that looked pretty almost dead.
It looked sad.
It looked really
nursed it back to
yellow.
health.
And nursed them back to health. Now they looking very green, very erect.
Yep. Your use of the word erect.
What?
I have never heard anyone use that word so much in one weekend.
For plants?
For plants.
The mint is doing the whipping nene. They're like shoulders shrugging, and they're happy. So they're like, sun, fertilizer,
like
yes, food. Yes,
we've been home a lot since this is a holiday weekend. We didn't really have a lot planned, so he has been going outside like every couple hours just to check on the plants,
just to make sure they're doing good.
Update. He comes in. Basil's looking erect.
Yep, that's accurate.
Update. Well, the mint looks erect.
Yeah, very erect. Yeah. It's all because,
standing tall.
Because before, it looked so pitiful, like all limpy and stuff like that, like all limp dick. Excuse me, language.
Wow.
Limp dick mints and stuff like that.
Really?
Yeah. It's really hard.
So, yeah, we're really getting into all of the planting.
Yeah.
And we're putting basil in everything.
Yes.
That's like the catchphrase around here. Hey, let's put some basil in that.
Yeah, for sure. Like let's use it. So, and so yeah, we were just loving that life, and it's pretty cool because I feel like I'm connecting with my roots and stuff like that because using Ancestry.com, I was able to find out more information about my past ancestors, my great grandmothers and fathers and stuff like that, and come to find out, of course, they were farmers. And so it was like me getting back to my roots or me farming and stuff like that. So starting small with the basil plants, and hopefully I got some seeds from a coworker of mine, and for like medicinal plants like echinacea or however you pronounce it.
Oh, cool.
Some other stuff too, just I guess like different elements or rashes and stuff like that. I don't know. I can't remember the name of them, but
did you ever think you'd be planting herbs in your little herb garden?
No, not at all. But I see it's very fun. So can't wait to
You're really into it.
do more. Yeah, it's fun. It is fun to see them grow. So And plus, like it's like a life lesson, like all within the whole plant ecosystem. Like the fact that when you trim basil, you have to clip the top, the top right of the basil, or you're supposed to prune it a specific way so it can grow more. And the thing is, like the plant, like wherever you clip it at, the plant will no longer, I guess, put energy into that area. They kind of divert the energy.
Yeah, to the other leaf. So whenever it starts to flower, you clip that flower. Well, before it even turns into a flower, it'll kind of turn into a little bud.
Yeah.
So you want to clip that because you don't want the energy to be going into growing that flower.
Exactly.
That, you want it to go into the leaves.
Exactly.
So you can produce more basil leaves.
Exactly. So I kind of believe that's almost similar to, or not almost, I believe that's similar to how your ancestry works, or, you got your, I guess, if you think family tree, right? And you got people who came before you as your roots of sorts, and you're that tree, and you kind of grow and stuff like that. Or more so, just, yeah, I'm not sure. I had a good explanation, but I can't remember now.
Well, you told me, I thought it was a good way of saying it, that like the energy has to go somewhere else, and it goes into the rest of the parts of that living organism. And so, kind of like linking it back to your ancestry.
Oh, yeah. Like, let's say a family member dies, that person's energy doesn't necessarily just disappear and go elsewhere. It diverts. That energy can be, I have a theory. In my theory, that energy gets diverted to somebody else. And it's on you to harness that energy.
Yeah.
If you pray to your ancestors like the Haitians would do.
I thought that was pretty deep.
Yeah. So I think like the world has metaphors to like just life and stuff like that. And so just like even the Egyptians, I believe that life works like seasons and stuff like that.
Right.
How like everything's a representation of, I guess, life. I can't really articulate it now, but
nature is a representation of life. I think, nature has a lot of metaphors for us to learn from. Yeah.
All right. So, okay. All right.
Well, that got deep.
Yeah. All right. So moving on to some lighter talk. Insecure.
So, let's wrap up this show with a little summary of Insecure, Season 2, Episode 7.
Hella disrespectful.
Which
was hella disrespectful.
This episode was crazy, and
well, it was different because you can tell at the beginning, from the beginning, that some time went by from episode 6. I guess things kind of cooled down, maybe with Issa to a certain degree. She didn't talk to Daniel for a minute after what went down in episode 6, which was him squirting in her face.
Oh my gosh. There's like no way around it.
Yeah.
There's no way around that. Okay.
Yeah. And
that happened.
And then Molly smashing Dro numerous times. And so now that's basically what's the setup for episode 7.
Yeah. Some time has gone by.
Yeah. And what?
Okay, basically what I think about this episode is that it is, I guess, some like situations have been suspended and like they have been in their own little fantasies. Exactly. And in this episode, reality hits.
Everything comes together.
Reality hits. And I also think it's a very cathartic episode because let's just fast forward. The way that it ends is like Lawrence finally gets things off of his chest.
Finally.
Lawrence has been so bottled up with everything that happened. And he finally just tells Issa, like, whatever. He finally tells her that was fucked up, and I still feel that way. And me avoiding you doesn't mean that I don't feel that way.
Yeah. I mean, it's a good point because if you think about it, if you go back to, of course, when he finds out that Issa cheated on him, he just, of course, had an outburst, which is what normal, well, not normal, but what, I'm not surprised by that reaction. He had an outburst.
A natural response. He jetted, told her to get the F out the way when she tried to stay in front of him, but he just jetted. They didn't really talk about it, of course. No.
Saw her again. He basically tried to avoid her for a long time, and then he saw her one last time or the time before this, in this episode, where he went to go pick up his mail. They smashed, and then they didn't have any.
They didn't talk about it.
They didn't talk about anything.
Even after that, they didn't talk about what happened. It's like they randomly just hooked up.
And the thing is, like, so Lawrence never really. He just really jumped. He immediately jumped into different relationships or different situations. Like from Issa, he jumped to old girl with the big eyes, Tasha,
bank girl,
and then he got done with Tasha. He got the threesome, which wasn't a relationship or anything.
No,
like
but
that.
still, he's been
was
repressing,
jumping,
repressing. I think, and finally, it all came out.
Yeah,
and I felt good after he let it out.
Yeah, like finally, dude, because you jumping from situation to situation is not going to help.
Yeah,
and he's trying to like almost use those situations. Not almost. He using those situations as to kind of bandage up like his broken heart.
Right.
Like, no, you need to do some. I forgot that Asian deal where you're supposed to repair something with gold. I forgot the name of it. Yeah, it's like it's an actual real thing. And in the next episode, I'm going to say it.
Okay.
So you want to look at me crazy. But he needs to actually take some time to repair himself instead of like jumping from situation to situation. Him trying to just find somebody to believe in him. Because that's almost what he's kind of trying to do, I guess.
That's true.
Like with the whole whoop whoop thing and everything. And
that's true. He wants someone to be his like cheerleader.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, bro, just like take care of your
get on
your mess. Like look at your mess, figure it out.
And that's why his homie was good, very important, because Tiffany's husband, I can't remember his name, Derek, was very important to me. He confronted Lawrence and told him, like, hey, your shit wasn't perfect too, bro. He was on the couch, doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because he was extra bummy in the first episode. He was. It's so extra funny bummy. How they changed him from the beginning to now. Now he's driving a cool car. He's dressing all nice. That's true. I mean, he looks different. He was all scruffy. Yeah. But, I mean, the other super cathartic moment is the end. Issa just gets home and she lets it all out and she tears up the apartment. Exactly. And, like, the thing is like, it's perfect because she's really the only person to blame. I mean, and I say that, I say it like that because she kind of started. She played a very important role in starting the mess with, of course, her cheating on Lawrence with Daniel, and then trying to hide it, and then Lawrence, of course, find out, and then now everything is in shambles. Because at the end, she up here acting like Lawrence was crazy, or Lawrence was really effed up for how he reacted to her cheating. Right. Of course, he could have reacted better or different, or maybe had some time to talk about it, because he didn't know how to process. He didn't know how to process his feelings or his issues. But it really, the bomb was the cheating. Right. It's like she was the trigger. For the reactions. You have to look at the cause. But I mean, again, I guess she's been dealing things in her own way, and finally, you just have to let it out. Yeah. And that's the cool thing too. Like, you think about Issa in the situation, is the fact that, like, all right, she cheated on Lawrence with Daniel, and then she goes to hoe mode, right? Right. Her hotation. Her hotation, which is, if Lawrence were to really know all about that, I'm saying, like, wow. Yeah, but again, like, you been wanting to fuck people, like, yeah. That would look, that would look very bad. That would look very bad. But again, I think that's about trying to take control. She felt out of control whenever everything fell apart with her and Lawrence. Mm-hmm. And that was what I was talking about last time, is that this whole power trip. She was trying to feel in control. Mm-hmm. Even though it seems like a messed up situation, it's, something people want to feel like they're in control, even when things are not okay. True. And yeah, that's a good point, because I don't think she really processed the fact that she really effed up. Did she? Did she really process that? I mean, I think so. When? I mean, she was really depressed for a couple episodes, because that's the only thing she could think about. Like, she didn't really start this whole hotation immediately. Like, this is now, I think she definitely went 3 or 4 episodes of just feeling like
she couldn't focus on her job. You know, I'm trying to think of specific situations.
Well, that made me think about the Tasha situation, because like during the outburst, she said to Lawrence in episode 7 that you were smashing her while smashing me. I guess, well, which was true because
that one random time they hooked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, that's kind of interesting, huh?
Because why are you coming back to me if you're already with somebody else?
That's true.
She wasn't with somebody.
That's true. So why
So,
you
like,
playing? Okay, yeah.
So why are you trying to give me a little hope that we got together, but really you have someone else already?
Oh, okay, that's good. And I like the part that I like that. I love it. I love the part where she says, okay, where he says, Lawrence say, damn, shit, I wish I can remember verbatim. He talked to her about, you posting. No, I got tired of seeing you with the nigga you fucking or something like that, or the dude you was smashing.
On Facebook.
On Facebook, and she was like, I ain't post no pictures like that. And he said, I don't give a fuck who posted the picture.
Yeah.
So now she's supposed to know that, he was snooping.
Right.
Because,
she didn't post it, so he was looking.
He was looking. Just like she was looking too.
Yeah, she was, because she was over there stalking
the bank teller?
Tasha.
How she know that old girl was a bank teller?
Which really is like, okay, they obviously both haven't resolved the issue.
Exactly.
They're both snooping on social media, which is never a good thing, honestly.
No,
it does not. Good things do not come of that.
Because you don't take the L because your mind is going to get the worst of you.
Yes.
If that makes sense. I hope that came out correctly, but
I agree.
It's gonna get the worst. Like, you're gonna think the worst.
You're gonna paint the worst picture.
Yeah, like
ever.
Like somebody that you like, you see them hugged up with freaking Usher. Like, oh shit, she smashed him and got herpes. You know, no disrespect.
Oh
Allegedly. You know, you'll think the worst. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
So.
But one thing that I hadn't really processed yet about this episode is that I found it kind of interesting that Molly and Issa have another mini falling out in this episode.
That's true.
And it's just kind of like, they already had a falling out. Why are they having a falling out again? They're like, you do you. Well, I'll do me, you do you. And it kind of got me thinking that I think it's because they both don't feel great about where they are in life. They can't really feel confident in the moves that they're making, and it's not allowing them to be a good friend to each other.
Both are in very janky positions
that they put themselves in.
Exactly. Molly for sure is in a janky position with Dro, and the fact that I can't imagine how she felt after getting smashed out in the bathroom. Oof. And then him saying, hold back here, wait 25 minutes and then come out. That was he didn't say
tough.
That, but yeah, like,
because what got me was you see her face and you see how like disappointed she was at the beginning whenever she saw him and his girl together, and then after they smash in the bathroom, she has this smile on her face.
And now that I think about it, I don't think Joe has told Candace.
I think he did.
You think so?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't Candace be tripping about the fact that?
Because that's the arrangement. They're in an open relationship. You can't be in an open relationship and trip about someone having relations with somebody.
Okay, there's a difference between that. Like, that's like disrespect. How you want to go? I'm gonna go with you somewhere, and then my side piece is there, and I'm gonna dip off into the bathroom to smash the side piece.
We're not in an open relationship.
I'm just saying in theory, like. I was saying in disrespect.
Clarification.
I'm saying in theory. That's just crazy.
But
it's crazy so messy.
It's crazy because you're not. Well, obviously it is messy, but it's crazy because you're not in that situation. Like, everyone can define things however they want to define them.
Yeah, you're right.
So I actually, okay, I went into this YouTube spiral one time of this girl who you know the YouTube spiral.
That's terrible.
Well, she was talking about her open relationship, and she honestly seemed very confident and comfortable with it. And I think it's just different for different people. Like, what's messy for us, if someone else is okay with it, like, I just think it needs to be clear to them.
True.
So.
Okay.
Oh, well, but obviously in this episode, it did get messy.
Yeah, it was very messy.
And Molly recognized it. And Molly, it seems like she really did decide, yeah, man, this is not for me.
Yeah.
I don't want to hang out back in the bathroom and wait for you to walk out first and then me walk out later.
Yeah. Hooray for Molly for doing that. Much respect.
But hard lesson.
Yes.
She sat down. They were at this dinner party. He pulled the chair out and she goes, "Thanks, sweetie."
Ooh.
Ooh, she called him sweetie.
Ooh.
That was awkward.
Ooh. Ooh. So, all in all, it was a very, very good episode. We enjoyed it. We cannot wait for the season finale. We may live
So
stream
bittersweet.
Live stream it. We may on
Instagram Live.
There you go.
I think we should Instagram Live it. And then people don't have to watch it immediately, but at least you have 24 hours to watch it.
That's true.
On Instagram Live. You can see our reactions live. What do you think? Are we going to do it?
All right, we'll do it.
Okay.
All right. So let's go ahead and wrap it up. Who we got in the house?
EE Lopez 11. I still have not changed my Instagram name.
Yeah.
But that's where you can find me, and you can find us at _ Amor y Soul on Instagram.
Okay, and you can find me at The Breeze Life. You can email me at info@thebreezelife.com. Check out my work. My photography work is exceptional. Thank you to my team, my beautiful team. We're going to do it together. We're going to get this billion. Let's go. Thebreezelife.com. Y'all. So,
Subscribe on iTunes.
subscribe on iTunes. We're official now.
Yep.
Subscribe on YouTube. Follow us on SoundCloud. And stay blessed up. This is Amor y Soul Podcast, and we are out.
Bye.